Welcome back to the 4th installment of Icarus. Last time I just got done moving all my stuff down here, kind of in the in-between spot of where the hunting supply is and the farming supply is. And now I kind of just have to basically rebuild the farm since I left all the plots at my other place. But first things first, I'm going to build a new crafting bench so that way I can see what all is required of me to make the crop plots, because if it doesn't take much, then I'll probably just build them here, but if not, then I'm going to have to run back and go to my other place and grab them. So let's get that out of the way quick. So for a crafting bench, I just need fiber, wood, stone, and leather. I should have most of that. Leather, fiber, wood. Do I have stone laying anywhere? I think it's in this one. Indeed. Aha! Plenty of stone. Holy crap. I ended up leaving the crafting bench in my other house because I didn't bring it with me because I had so many things to carry. And I figured that a crafting bench is probably going to require just starter material, so it shouldn't be that hard to build. Looks like I was right, because yeah, stone and wood, leather, and fiber, it's not very advanced materials, I can tell you that much. Alright, let's deploy this. I think I was just going to put it like in the middle right here. Should also get some light in here, it's kind of hard to see. Crop plots. Needed sulfur and wood. I have a bunch of sulfur in here, I just saw that. Yeah, I can make 1,500. I can make 10 of these things. Okay. I don't know if I need sulfur for anything else. I think I need it to power the oxidizer. Let's see. I do, but that's fine. If I really need to go get more sulfur, that shouldn't be a problem. How are we doing on oxygen now? Switch this out. There. All I need is just a bunch of wood now. Which I got a little bit. Ah, that would be a wolf. Ho ho ho! That was a headshot. The knife is gonna need repaired really soon here. I have learned a couple things since the last time I played this game. And one of those things is that although the knife does a lot of damage, you're not supposed to use the knife. I've been killing a lot of things with it and trying to use it as a weapon. And if you look down there, yeah, the durability on this thing eroded very quickly. And apparently that's because they balanced it to where if you use the knife as a weapon, it deteriorates really fast because you're not supposed to use the knife as a weapon. If you want a melee weapon, you're supposed to use a spear. So I guess that was their way of trying to not get people to use the knife as a weapon. I also, if you hadn't noticed by now, had adjusted my settings a little bit because I never really liked how this game looked, and I always thought it was because I had it on medium settings, but I actually turned it to high settings so the game looks a little bit better, but I also turned off this setting over here called NVIDIA DLSS. I don't know what this is or what this does, but if you turn this on, and I think it was at like 50, it does something weird to the game. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it makes everything really like sharp and pixely, and it just looks weird. And so I was trying to figure out a way to turn that off, but apparently it's just a setting overall, so it makes the game look much better. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but yeah, it definitely want to keep that off. So now that I know it's fairly cheap to make these crop plots, let's get a couple going here. What's the max I can make? Oh, max is 10. Duh, I just said that I can make 10. Ha! That is definitely 10 crop plots. I love how they don't stack either, so they're just 10 slots being taken in my inventory, which is also why I couldn't bring these things with me when I came down here. Kind of another benefit to living in a semi-normal place is the crop plots look a lot nicer now instead of being oddly strung around my house. Alright, so looks like I need carrots, pumpkin, watermelon, and berries. I wonder if I had any seeds left over. I don't think I brought any of that with me. Oh, wait. It's in the icebox, of course. Haha! Yes. I think I wanted to start with one each. So I'll start with the carrots and then go from there. Alright, that is the farm starting to grow. Must not have watered this one. But I did. Alright. Grass is a little long here. That's A-okay. Not that the farm is going again. It looks like the sun's kind of gone down, but might do some hunting. See if I can't gather some more supplies. We'll see where to go from there. So things are going as smoothly as they honestly could possibly go so far. Knock on wood, probably just jinxed that. That's fine. I also learned something that I wish I would have known earlier. Throughout the past episodes, I have just gone and destroyed walls to try to, if I place them wrong, I try to destroy the wall. Apparently, you don't have to do that. Apparently, you can just hit Y, and it gives it back to you. I think because my bed got destroyed somehow. I think it was because there was a storm that blew by and I had windows, but I don't have actual windows to like close, that they were just left open. And I don't have enough points to spend on windows. Right here, wood window. I don't have any points left. So I thought I should probably just change these back into solid walls in case that happens again. And yeah, I thought I'd throw that little tidbit in there. It's about time to check in. So, I decided to add a fire pit instead of a campfire. And I'm glad I did because there's a lot more inventory in this instead of the campfire. I also noticed that the fuel consumption for this is, like, really bad. I don't know if that's because it's the fire pit or if it's because I just never noticed how quickly wood gets used up when you're cooking something. So I think the next time I go to a cave to get some iron, because I'm probably inevitably going to have to do that at some point, I'm going to make sure to grab some coal. I saw some in the caves, but I didn't really know what it was used for. I mean, obviously, as a heat source, but I didn't know that you could use it in, like, torches and stuff. I thought you could only use it in, I thought you could only use wood and stuff like that. The crops are coming along great. I've killed a couple animals here and there. I did decide to kind of wander around to try to gather some extra berries and see if I can find any wild carrots to kind of add to the collection, because of course I don't just have to grow the crops, I can also get them from the wild. The only reason why I haven't been harvesting them from the wild up until this point is because I haven't had a way to keep the produce fresh for a long time. Until now, because I have the icebox, of course, that I built. Just gonna water these quick. A couple other additions I've made. Kind of off camera. I say off camera, but I've been recording this whole time. Oop, wrong one. I made a better bow. Before I had a wooden bow, and this is now a long bow, so it's made from better wood. And I think that it does more damage, I assume. I didn't really look at the damage numbers. I just you know, you see something that's the next tier upgrade and you just know that it does more damage. You know, I don't have to know specifically how much damage it does. I also built a spear, so that way if anything comes within range of me, I can poke it in the face. What else did I do? I think that was mostly it. Because I did the thing. I saw this, and I realized that I could probably have a campfire inside, because I thought that the furnace for the ingots, like the smelter, I thought that would cause a fire inside, but it didn't. So if you can have fireplaces inside too, which I'm assuming you can, I thought about extending out this wall to make like a little kitchen area on that right side. We'll see how far I get though. But yeah, it's everything I got so far. I would like to say that although so far in the recording of this video things are going kind of slowish, things have also been going very smoothly. Between the game looking a lot better, me kind of grasping some of the mechanics of the game better, probably should still look up a basics tutorial about this game just so that way I'm not making really stupid mistakes, because I've definitely made a few throughout this series. But I'm enjoying myself this time around way more than I did last episode. Last episode was a complete and utter hassle, but definitely enjoying myself a lot more this time around. And there we go. The addition to the house is completed. It's a lot more room. Well, I say it's completed. I have to cover up those corners yet. I gotta say, it's looking pretty good in here. I also added this wooden torch. I think I forgot to mention that. And I also added a lightning rod. A couple of trees are knocked down behind here, apparently. Should definitely farm those. Yes, I built this because I'm sick of my house getting struck by lightning, and I saw that in the tech tree when I was snooping through it kind of earlier, and I was like, you know what? Lightning rod seems like a good idea. And then I only have to worry about repairing my house as it gets slowly damaged through a storm rather than having to do that and watch for fires. So it's definitely a win-win. Let's get this going here with the angled wooden walls. I mean, 2 of them. Actually, let's make 1 first. And then I'm going to see if there's like a... So they have like different varieties. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, but how does that look outside? Yeah, no. I wonder what the heck is supposed to be. Don't tell me that it's a different tree. Or like a different wooden wall. There's half pitches. I don't even know. Roof building elements. Don't really know. And I didn't see any when I was... Because you hold R for varieties. Angle left. There's inverted. Oh, angle peak. Okay, there is a peak. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I only made the 1 because I was making sure that I could actually do that. Let's make another one. Deploy that. Angle peak. There we go. Ha, cool, and I got a little ribbon for that too. Nice. Okay, now it's actually done. And I did get some wooden windows, so if I make 2 of these quick. Gonna make it look really spiffy in here. Take this down. Put it back up, but make a wooden window frame. I can deploy that there. There we go. Where should the other one be? I'll put the other one right here. Can I not cancel that, please? That's... Make it a wooden frame. There we go. So now we got a little window action going on. Can't really see out them that well, but that's okay. Alright, yes, it is looking pretty good in here. If I do say so myself. Got a big old fire pit, so now this will be forever indoors, so it doesn't have to get put. Because, of course, when the campfire's outside, regardless if it's a campfire or if it's a fire pit like this, it gets put out during storms, and that's always annoying. So I couldn't sleep like during storms and stuff, but now I seem to be fixing all my problems, thankfully. I would say that the berry collection's coming along pretty good, and I know that I can, let's see, it's 300 berries. I have really close to the amount of berries that I need. I think if I walked around and just collected some more wild berries, I think I could probably hand that in, because I think you can hand in, like, objective by objective. I don't think you have to hand in all 4 things at once. So let me actually do that quick, because that's something I can do then, is to run up to hand that in quick. So let's find some berries. I went out looking and found a bunch of pumpkins. I was hoping I was finding a bunch of wild stuff. That definitely helps, so that way it's not just me solely relying upon my farming, which is good because that it's nice to have, but it also kind of takes a while. I did do some upgrading too in the tech tree, stuff to help me farm more, and I spent a couple solo points. It's really nice that they have a tree dedicated to people who play this game solo. I think this game would definitely be fun to play with other people. Solo is just kind of what I was doing for this video series. I won't lie though, I think I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, because I've kind of set myself up at the moment where really all I have to do now is just grind the resources. I mean, I kind of want to say we're over the hump of the challenge that is setting up and getting started and everything. Especially with all my iron tools, because I doubt I'll get into steel and stuff for this prospect. That'll probably be something that I will save for later prospects. But yeah, definitely for the series, I think it's definitely, I'd say more than halfway done. I think the last time I recorded, I said that it was less than halfway done. But after getting this established and having my house be the way that it is, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, you can see it over there. That's funny. I'm also a lot further away than I thought that I was. It's gonna feel really weird having that's a really big deer, and I don't know if I can get him or not. Ah, he got away. That's okay. How was I saying? Oh, it's gonna be really interesting to have a completed series on my channel. I can't even explain or tell the last time that I had a series from start to finish on one of my YouTube channels. Because, of course, Chrome Automatic is not the first attempt I've tried at YouTube. I don't know if I got him or not. He is standing still, though. Nah, he's gone again. It's not my first attempt at YouTube. And I always never kept up with uploading videos and stuff. And so I just kind of let the channels die, and then I don't do much with them. But my point is, I'm really going to be happy to have a completed series, because it's going to feel really good having actually completed something for once. Oh, I think I hit the tree. I hit him. Dang it, man. Okay, this turned into a hunt battle now. Because if he's going to keep walking by me, then I definitely want to... I have enough berries, too, actually, so... Where did he go? There he is. Right there. Oh! Right in the back of the head. Excellent. Come here, big boy. You also get so many experience points for skinning animals, like so many, which is really nice. Because at first I was thinking that this prospect wasn't that great to do early on, but actually now thinking about it, it was a great prospect to do early on, because all the animals that I have to kill, that'll level up this character really fast. So it's definitely a good thing. So I've mentioned it before, but I'll go ahead and mention it here again. This is a character that I will have for like from now on when I play this game. The whole leveling system where I have to, you know, go through my tech tree and blah, 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 choose what I want, and the tools that I unlock and everything. Once that is done, it is permanently on this character, and I can use this character on multiple different prospects. So the grind that I'm doing now to level up my character will be the one and only time I have to do the grind to level him up. If this character somehow like dies off completely, which I heard can actually happen if you don't complete a prospect in time, then I would have to regrind everything. But as long as this character stays alive, should be good. All right, so cooked meat, consume that. Might as well consume that too. Got some more presents for the fridge. The raw meat here. Let's sort this stuff out. Might as well destroy this. I'm pretty sure there's a use for spoiled meat, but I don't really have one at the moment. What I can also do is make more bone arrows. What do I need for bone arrows? I'm guessing bone, sticks, and fiber. Crafting bone arrows, bone spear, bone knife, bone arrow. Leather, stick, and bone. Bone. Could probably make... What's the max I can make? 20? I'm gonna make 14. Make it an even 20 that I actually have on me. How much leather does 1,200 leather? I don't think I have quite that much. No. 600 cooked meat, 1,000 fur. Definitely don't have 1,000 fur. The that hunting one will take quite a while. Does cooked meat stack more? It does not. How the heck am I gonna fit that much cooked meat into my inventory? The 600, 1,000, and 1,200. Holy moly! It's a lot of stuff. I think, what time is it? It's 19:05. That is 7. I think I can sleep. Yep. .23 power. I have no idea what that means. It's got plenty of fuel in it, though. I can just leave that on. This, however... all the meat is not cooked. Nope. Oh, hey, I have another piece of meat that I can have. Unless that counts as prime meat as well. I guess I didn't really... Yeah, it does. Cooked prime meat, cooked meat. That's fine. Only having 2 bonuses. So now I can grab these berries. Just gonna grab them all. Head up to the area that I need to go to. Can I double click? Yep. Alright. Onward. Woo! I gotta say, even though I'm halfway between this pod and the other pod, that is still quite the run up here. Holy moly. That's the second time I've said that today. Let's see. Oh no. It's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment at all. I just realized I ran to the wrong one. This is for the hunting supplies. Oh, crap. That sucks. Huh. Well, good thing I had grabbed some resources on the way up here. I ended up finding a block of coal that I mined. Picked up a bunch of pumpkins and I even found a couple of carrots. Wow, that is unfortunate, but hey, at least I can look for the same resources on the way back. Oy, after a very long walk. Well, I just arrived at the area and my old house, and it looks like, unless it's just not loaded in yet, that the place is falling apart. No, it's actually falling apart. Oh no! What the heck? What is this? What are you doing to me, game? My old home! That's ruined! God, I can't even get up here anymore. The durability of the crop plots is still there, though. What the heck? Wow. Okay. So it seems that everything is okay, except for... Even the door's okay. Except for the walls. Huh. I like how even though it's 0 durability, it can still be repaired. Huh. I think that's hilarious. I wonder if... Because there's no way that the house was not loaded in all the way from my other place. So I'm not wondering if just structures decay over time. If that's a thing, maybe. I totally don't have to do this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Definitely happier with my other home over there. It says it's a nice emergency place just in case I have to sleep for some reason. Oh. Huh, good thing I have all this stuff in here still. See, I knew it would come. It would pay off if I made sure that come in handy if keeping all these resources here, I think is what I meant to say. There we go. Well, there's a wolf over there. I also killed a buffalo. Didn't really get much from him, though. For needing a higher tier knife, I'm surprised that it doesn't yield more. So I'm gonna consume the water, fill up my water skin. Alright, now this one should be the right one. Okay. So the good news is, yes, you can drop stuff off early. The bad news is it looks like it'll still decay. But 378 berries out of 300, I don't think those... Even if I, you know, come back and everything's short, I'm not going to worry about it. 200 pumpkins. And I have 32. That's a lot of carrots and stuff here, too. I'm a little worried about the watermelon, though, because I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen any watermelon. So I don't know where to get watermelon seeds at. I'm not wondering if it's somewhere... Maybe not over here. I don't even know if I can go to this area. Probably not, because it'll be blocked off here. Okay. Maybe down here? I don't know what's down here. I've never been down there before. So yes, watermelon is definitely the #1 problem I seem to have, because I have not seen it. And I highly doubt I'm going to find it just by roaming around this area. Although I suppose I might. Oh, that's a wolf. Don't touch me, please. Pop. I love that that's a one-shot. Not really scared of anything anymore. I think my next objective, too, with getting equipment is to probably make some armor. I think the next time I level up, I'm going to get everything to unlock for leather armor. Because I still have this thatch armor, if you could even call it that. It's more like just like wrap that's around me, so that's cocoa. Speaking of bears. Ha! Yes. Very satisfying. And a lot of fur. Okay, so that is good to know. Holy moly. I really need to stop saying that. It's like the third time I've said that. Little deer over there too. Ooh, that was a really nice sound effect. Kind of like a weird slow motion wisp sound. Kind of cool. Where, oh where, could the watermelon possibly be? Soybeans. Oh, there's another boar. Ooh, right in the eyeball. Damn. Whew. A little full-on inventory space. Another boar. Might as well. Okay. Might have to look up where watermelon is at. More or less just kind of exploring at the moment. Because that clearly doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't get over there yet. Because that looks like the start of like a desert area. I know that there are different areas in this game. But I'm assuming you can't access them until you get to higher prospects. They're not going to allow you to go into a really high level area on like a level 1 prospect. I don't think it's quite a level 1 prospect, but you get what I mean. An early one. Let's call it an early one. It's a buffalo. See, I'm pretty sure buffaloes don't yield much. Let's try it again. That looked like it went inside his ear. What a geyser. I didn't even know they had these. No longer roaming. Yeah, so he only gets 2 fur. Interesting. What is this? Cool. That is not water. I don't know what that is. It's like pink. Is it going to give me watermelon? Probably not. But that's my current problem, so it's probably the one that I should focus on. Where that bear carcass was. Okay, well, I'm going to run out of oxygen, so I should probably... You know what? I don't trust the run back, and there's oxide right here, so... If I haven't said this already, while the tape was not being fast-forwarded, or I haven't been doing like a montage, I really love these iron weapons, because it makes life so much easier. Chopping down trees is a breeze now, and so is pretty much mining everything else. I actually almost died to a storm a little while ago, and I ended up using my pickaxe to carve into a rock. I'm so glad you can do that, so that way you can have some shelter on the run if you're in the middle of a storm and can't get home. But that whole digging process was like really fast because of my iron pickaxe. So I'm gonna run back to my home. See where things take me from there. Aha, watermelon. I actually found watermelon on the way back to my place. Let's go. I'm really glad I didn't have to look that up. I was actually thinking on the run over here that not only have I'm pretty sure I saw watermelon before, that they wouldn't have watermelon be in like a super specific place, because it's like a beginning resource. So I'm glad I found that. I don't know how actually rare watermelon is. I don't know if I can find any more. All kinds of pumpkins, though. It's a good thing. There's another geyser over there. I gotta say, too, besides the hiccup here and there, I thought my game would be running a lot worse. Because I did switch my settings to high. But it seems to be running, I mean, normal, anyways. It hasn't been running any worse than it has been before. I actually think that NVIDIA DS whatever that I had turned on, I think that was actually a contributor to some of the performance problems I've been seeing. Because anything that says NVIDIA on it, I just immediately assume that it tries to make my computer work harder. So cool. That's I'm really glad I found watermelon. It's a load off my mind. So a little bit of an update for you. After I was running around, or I ran all the way to the farming portion of the expedition, that shuttle that was over there to put those berries in, I quickly realized that the amount of room I was going to need to store everything was not going to be, if it was not going to be sufficient for what I currently had. So I'm actually up here now getting more ice as soon as that storm hit, unfortunately. And the plan is to make a bunch of storage. Oh god. Did kind of forget there were a bunch of wolves around here. Oh no. That's not good. Missed. Wolves are not particularly dangerous, of course, by themselves. They can be dangerous in packs, though. Clearly. Luckily, it looks like the storm isn't going to last for too long. There's another one coming for me. Exit, please. Man, this was a tough one. 37, that's probably why. I was not even supposed to be here that long. I was just supposed to collect some ice and leave. Well, luckily, at least, they will provide me a lot of fur, hopefully. Decent bit, anyways. Really want the storm to go away. This area would actually be really nice to harvest, or to farm wolves for their fur. Another one coming after me. Maybe not. I mentioned it briefly in the last episode, because last episode I explored this area for the first time. I really do like the Arctic area. It's really cool. Like the little snow or the ice effect on the sides of the screen. That might be hard to see in the video, but actually playing the game, it's cool to see. Getting a good bit of ice. Hearing a bunch of wolves. I think I skinned them all that I killed. I killed quite a couple of them. I'm also leveled up already again. I just spent some perks on... I did say the next time I would level up, I would invest in the leather armor, so that way I could get the upgrade for that. And that was not that long ago, and I am already halfway to 20 already, so. There we go. Okay, I have 100. Looks like some of the wolves respawned over there, but that's not a problem. I'm just going to sprint out of here now. Of course, I did figure out the hard way that even if you're sprinting, the wolves can still catch up to you. Gonna head back home, maybe build a couple ice boxes, and then, well, hopefully not die by this storm. Oh, it's a thunderstorm too. Ah, I should probably make it home. Ooh, let's go. It's definitely an interestingly structured episode, because I've been doing a lot of stuff that's kind of between takes, just because I'm trying to craft a nice story out of this, and it seems the longer that this prospect goes on, the longer time has to take in between each event. So I find myself cutting out a lot of stuff. Blah, blah, blah. I did upgrade the cabin again. Turned out the fire over there because it was done cooking everything. Added some chests. Now I have just a chest for leather, just a chest for fur, an empty chest just for whatever, and then of course my sticks fiber, wood and bone, which I might actually separate at some point. You know what? Screw it. Do it now. The wood. I take the wood and sticks, and the fiber and the bone can stay here. There we go. Looks a little nicer. Have a bunch of meat on my inventory. Can't really do anything about that at the moment because come over here and see that my entire thing is full of just random assortment of foods. Some stuff that I need, some stuff that I don't. And if I go back and look at the list, right? 250 carrots, 200 pumpkins, 85 watermelon, and thankfully the berries seem to not be deteriorating. I thought that maybe if they sat in the shuttle for too long, then maybe the numbers would go down and I would have to refill them. But that number's been at 378 pretty much the entire time, and it's been, you know, more than enough time for one of those to tick away. So as long as I get the certain number in, they shouldn't go away. However, definitely need more room if I'm going to have that much stuff, especially with the meat. Of course, I could do one at a time, but I'm going to try to be a little more efficient than that. And I'm going to create multiple ice boxes. I actually already, speaking of which, I can actually grab them from here. I made some more crop plots to try to hurry along the process of growing stuff. I'm just trying to make this not necessarily as quick as possible. I'm not necessarily in a specific rush to get through this prospect. But I also feel like I'm obligated to make it as efficient as possible. I actually make one more for an even number, and I think I had just enough sulfur for one more. I do. So I think it's 10 sulfur per crop plot. That. Excellent. Now if I come back out here, there's 3 more spots. Okay. How many is that? Anyways, 4 by 4, so that's 16. Cool. I'm gonna grab, I think, some carrots maybe. I feel like just knocking out specific ones first. Like a specific one crop. I'm gonna turn that on, even though that's probably not gonna help over here. Actually, that's okay. I don't need to be in my inventory. There we go. That one. I was actually going to say that I was going to go look for another cave. But if the sun is setting, I definitely don't want to go anywhere at the moment. Still haven't really figured out an efficient way to make water. So, or not to make water, but to collect water and use it for the crop plots. So I think using all
Because I don't know. It just doesn't feel... Because then I can potentially get that bacteria from the lake, so... And there I go. That gets the bacteria, so... I know there's a rainwater collector, but, you know, it doesn't rain. I mean, it rains a decent amount, but not enough that I don't think that it would sustain me. So I'm always just curious at what the best way to get water in this game is. Wait. Definitely takes slightly longer to do that than it used to. Everything's starting to become so big between the garden and my house. It's like my little home is growing up. Okay. Carrots in there. How many carrots is that anyways in total? About 150. And I needed 250, so I need about 100 more. Unfortunately, I need iron for the ice boxes, so I am going to have to go farm more, which is okay because I don't have a lot of iron, and I have a lot of iron tools, so I feel like I should probably have that. Again, it's unfortunate that I don't really know where a lot of caves are. I know that there's one over here, and I believe one here. It kind of looks like maybe it's a little bit of a giveaway. Like for this one, you can kind of see the gray landing there, and this one for here too. Maybe I'll have a look around and see if I can't find a cave nearby. There might even be one up here somewhere. I'll find one though, one way or the other. Alright, let's see what's inside this cave. Thankfully, it's not very far from my house. My house is right here, and the cave is actually right here. I ended up taking a really long path that stretched up here and along this ridge, and then once I got to this gray area and realized there wasn't actually a cave there, that I beelined it and basically took this entire ridge, this entire U, and then ended up landing here. So, long time. But, at least I found one now. Any worms in here? I hope there's worms in here, because if there's not worms in here, that means that there's going to be something else in here. There's the one-shots now, too. Nice. Thank God for the upgraded bow. Pretty much all the further I need to go. I've seen a lot of iron walking in here, so it's all coming home with me. It was actually a benefit to me running around. Got all the iron, by the way. It's a nice couple, almost 200. That's nice. Found a lot of sulfur. I didn't actually mine it, but I did notice a lot of it around when I was running around. And hey, the more I run around, the better idea I have of the lay of the land, so I don't necessarily consider it a waste of time. Didn't find any coal in there, though. I did find a random patch of coal. I think I mentioned that at some point. And I used a stack of it for the fire pits, and I'm going to use the rest of it for this iron. That'll take a while to smelt. At least the icebox should be good. For now. See if those crops are grown yet. They are not. I do need to be rewatered, though. Suppose I'll do that while my iron is cooking. Okay, after that little bit, have now 3 ice boxes. Haven't exactly organized what's all in them. Suppose I could do that now. While I'm thinking about it. So I could put the carrots in there. Pumpkins in here. Berries I don't necessarily need anymore. I might actually just destroy those. And the watermelon, and I suppose the rest of the meat. There's definitely some room for other things, but I'm glad that I just have, you know, all this room available. It's getting a little crowded in here. These chests are like surrounding this crafting table. I could just maximize, you know, how well the cabin looks, but honestly, as long as it gets the job done, I don't really mind or care. So everything else is coming along nicely. The fact that now that I have all of this storage means that I can just focus on doing the objective itself. I'm starting to approach the point now where I can just do what I need to do and just not have a lot get in the way, which makes me really happy because that just means that I can just do the objective and I can not dawdle and spend so much time doing random stuff. I mean, I guess for the sake of the series, it is interesting when I get caught into random situations, like when I'm hiding in a rock and suddenly get struck by lightning and the entire area turns on fire for some reason. Are you kidding me? What are the frickin' odds of that happening? I'm glad that I'm approaching that point. I actually do think that's a good place to stop this episode, though, because I've done quite a lot, actually. I mean, I added on to, you know, this fire pit, but this whole part of the house. I've pushed this wall back and added a bunch of storage. I went to go grind a bunch of more iron, which should mostly all be done. Actually, it's not even all done yet, and I still have all this stuff to go. So resource-wise, I'm looking really good. Room-wise, I'm looking good. I'm on a really good track to finally get this stuff done, and that deer saw me somehow. Not entirely sure how he saw me, but that's okay.